And there is this. Will you wait now? Wait now, let me finish.
No. You cannot finish. You cannot finish. You cannot finish.
Mr. President,
just let me just
Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the leader of this country and deserves the respect and courtesy of this chamber and those of us in it. Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult, because this is our institution.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. 1.39 trillion naira. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yes. May I appeal to the honorable members that the world is watching us, and we are supposed. No,
it's not true.
We are supposed to be above this. May I appeal to the honorable members that the world is watching us, and we are supposed.
No, it's not true.
We are supposed to be above this. Is recovered from recession. The economy has recovered from recession. And we had 6 quarters of growth since then. We have done more work with less resources in agriculture, infrastructure, and social investments. We have built better understanding between the federal government.
Yesterday, in London, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria and the President of Nigeria said that these killings were as a result of the people who were trained by the late Muammar Gaddafi. And so, implying that these people who are doing these killings in Nigeria are invaders from outside of Nigeria.
Not herdsmen. We have said it.
And if he says that they are invaders from outside of Nigeria, what it means is that it now validates my last point on this floor. When a commander-in-chief says that he cannot take care of invaders invading Nigeria, why is he still a commander-in-chief? Why do we still continue to indulge? Why do we still continue to indulge this president that everywhere goes along to tell everybody outside this country that he is totally incompetent? Because it's obvious.
Senator Abaribe, Leader.
What is this?
Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President, I come under order 53.6, no, 53.7, 53.7.
Leader, go ahead.
With your permission, please.
Finish what?
Please.
Leader, go ahead.
Distinguished colleagues, order 53.7 reads, it shall be out of order to use offensive and insulting language. Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the leader of this country and deserves the respect and courtesy of this chamber and those of us in it. Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult, because this is our institution.
Will you wait now? Wait now, let me finish.
No.
You cannot finish. You cannot finish. You cannot finish.
Mr. President,
thank you, Mr. President. I am very well guided by you, and I say, Mr. President, that there are words that there are no other alternatives to. And Mr. President, what I did was to interpret the words by Mr. President in London, and I juxtaposed it with the explanations here. So now what it tells me is that there is a conflict.
No. Senator Abaribe, Senator Abaribe, just let me just before. Senator Abaribe, you use certain words that truly are not acceptable, and that's where we are. So it's for you. Go on. So I can give you a chance to whether I rule on it.
Fine. Mr. President, if any word I used is misunderstood, I apologize. All I'm saying is simple. The heads of security in Nigeria made several different explanations for killings of our citizens. And there is this. Will you wait now? Wait now, let me finish.
No.
You cannot finish. You cannot finish. You cannot finish.
Mr. President,
It's gone.
Both chambers of the National Assembly hereby pass a vote of confidence on the Senate President, the Speaker, and the entire leadership of the National Assembly. 11. We also hereby reaffirm our earlier resolutions of the vote of no confidence on the Inspector General of Police, who does nothing other than preside over killings of innocent Nigerians and outright disregard for constitutional authority of both the executive and the legislative. And finally, the National Assembly will not hesitate to evoke its constitutional powers if nothing is done to address the above resolutions passed today. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Secretariat? Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, Right Honorable Speaker, very distinguished and honorable colleagues, having come this far, I move that this joint sitting be adjourned sine die. I so move.
Into worst. Look at what we did. In the history since I came to this National Assembly, I never see this hot joint section with too much contradictory resolutions, because they are even threatening the executive that if the president never take action, the National Assembly, the joint Senate and the House of they will take any necessary. What is the necessary power we have? Is impeachment. So that is what worried me. That is why I say I have to come here and do a press conference, because all what they come with it, I accept it. And I want the president to do it, because it's in favor of the president. If we settle between executive, between judiciaries, we go together, we will succeed. But if we continue fighting with each other, we will not succeed. All we are elected from our constituents. We have people that love us, that elected us. And the 360 constituencies, we are representing people. So if you fight with those people, they will go there to the grassroots and fight you. So this is what I want to. Majority of the people around the president, they cannot even win their polling unit. Even their polling unit, they cannot win. I'm telling you. Majority or some of them, because they are not politicians. So the president must think back. The people that we struggled from 2003 to date, they were sidelined. They are there putting eye, and there is a good people among them who they will perform better than those people. Let him call them, let him forgive people that offended him. Let him remember people that do good to him. Let him call them. Let's go. Let's see. Maybe immediately in the next, when he assent the budget into law, then I am sure maybe change will come. But gradually, as we are going seriously, we have problem in this country. Fighting with each other, hunting each other. It's not good. So at last, I have something to say to you, media. If I will not say it today, but I have, because I have very, very serious leakage. I have very, very serious issue, because for our relationship with executives, there must be, sometimes they will do good to us, sometimes they will offend us. So if we talk about the side they offended us, so there is a way that they do good to us.